Videoland, AC here. I want to welcome you back to my video channel, and thanks for being here with me. Truly appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe. And if you're brand new, first time being here with us, special welcome to you. My channel is largely about spiritual concept, personal growth and development, and enlightenment. So I want to welcome you. Make sure you subscribe. And you may be looking at me, well, why should I subscribe? Well, you should subscribe because I make some really cool content that's going to help you on your journey. And at the end of the video, if you find that this content helped you, definitely hit the like button and share it with any individual that you may feel can benefit from this information. I want to get right into the video. It's funny, I was on the freeway coming from my office and I was doing about 100 miles on the freeway because I said, I gotta get home and shoot this video. I was in this vibrational feeling, just talking with myself and talking with the universe. And this video just came to me and I said, I gotta get home and I gotta shoot this. I get to the house and I've got a contractor doing some work in the basement. And this is where I shoot my videos. And I said, I can't shoot the video with the contractor there. So it's been about an hour and 20 minutes, but I still feel good. I still feel like I'm in the vibe from some of the information that I was just, communicating internally with myself when I was on the freeway. But today I want to talk about you, and I want to talk about something that you may experience from time to time. And I heard a quote by Les Brown years and years ago, and he said, a lot of people die at the age of 21 and they wait until they're 65 to 70 and we bury them. And that quote has always stuck with me because I feel that in my younger years, there were a lot of things that I wanted to pursue, a lot of things I wanted to go after, but I didn't do it because of the opinion of others. And this video is going to be about that. It's going to be about how we so easily give away the power that we have within ourselves. And I'm going to share with you how easily we do it. And I'm going to talk through some of the things that happen as this process is going on. So if you find yourself in this situation the next time, this is going to arm you and give you some information to help you navigate through that experience and through that process, okay? Because when we get excited and we get hyped up about something, what do we like to do? We like to go out and share it with someone else. So just for an example, there's a business that you want to launch, okay? You want to launch a tomato business and you're extremely excited about it, okay? You have all these ideas about tomatoes, and I don't know where the tomato idea came from, but it just came through me, so this is what it is. So you have an idea that you want to launch this tomato shop. You're going to have all these different tomatoes, all these different ways to market the tomatoes, and you got all this stuff going on and you're excited, you're feeling good. You have this vibration that you're feeling within you that says, yes, this is going to be a massive success. And then you call me up on the phone because I'm one of your good friends. I go way back with you. You have a lot of trust and respect with me. And so you give me a call, okay? And you say, hey, Ace, I'm super excited. I want to launch this tomato business. And you just go on for a few minutes and you talk to me about it. And what do? I say, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, and then I start questioning you and this, that, and the other. And what starts to happen through this transaction between you sharing the tomato business with me is that you start to feel fear within yourself. And the fear is felt, it's loud. You can literally feel it, like you can feel it physically. And a lot of times when that happens, people shut down and they abandon ship. They no longer pursue that goal, that dream, that aspiration because of that feeling that they felt of fear. When that happens, there's something I want you to consider. I want you to consider, number one, that fear that you felt may not have been yours. It may have been mine, and I projected it to you. because I have a fear of failure, because my life has been perceived through me that I'm a failure, and here you are talking to me about your business. I project that onto you, and because we're energetic beings, you felt that, but you thought it was your own. And because you thought it was your own, you abandoned ship. The idea no longer has any merit, and you decide to leave it alone. And when that happens, we normally don't do anything else because we don't want to experience that feeling of fear anymore. And I want to let you know that even though you experience fear, it's not who you are. You're a lot greater than that. You're a lot bigger than that. And when that happens the next time, that's the first thing I want you to consider, is that that fear did not belong to you. Because think about it. You were energetic. You were on a high level of vibration and frequency, and something else entered in that may not have been yours. So that happens, you got to return that to sender, because that has nothing to do with you. Okay? Second scenario. Same scenario. You want to open up a tomato business. You call your good friend Ace up. You get on the phone with me, and you want me to validate things. So you want to share the concept and share the idea with me. No problem with that. So you share your information with me, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just not so sure about that. And, I don't have any information, this, that, and the other. And so you have a feeling come up within you again that's fear, but this time it could be yours. Because I could be coming from the standpoint that, hey, I'm not an expert in tomatoes, so I wish you the best, but there's not much I can help you, so I really don't want to be involved because I can't help you. But you take it as something isn't right. There's something wrong with my idea. Again, my idea has no merit. It won't work. And that's the thought process you have. And we have to be careful, and we have to be conscious, I should say, that when these things happen, that we understand it for what it is so we can stop it in its tracks. And not so much stop it, be okay with the feeling, but realize that the feeling is just an experience. It's not yours. However, this trigger could be me triggering something in you that you need to deal with. And let me take it a step further, because when this comes up, it may not be the fear of the business itself, but the fear, what may be behind it, is the fact that you've been abandoned. And by me just saying, I don't know that too much about the business, this, that, and the other, there's not much I can do to help you, you take that as a fear, and you think that your idea is no longer good, where the real root issue behind the fear could be abandonment. It could be a couple other things, but that's what it could be, because here it is, your good friend that you are so excited about and want to share this information with, has kind of abandoned you. But the abandonment is disguised as a form of fear, and then you think your idea doesn't have any merit or you shouldn't move forward with it. The third thing I want you to consider, the third scenario, is same thing. High energy, you give me a call, you have a lot of trust, respect for me because I am so-called, quote unquote, huge in the business world. And so you share your idea with me. And once again, I said, great idea. Wish you the best, this, that, and the other. And then you walk away with the feeling that I don't need to do this business because it won't work, because Ace doesn't think it's a good idea. And see, when we find ourselves here, that is seeking validation. And I want to tell you that no one can validate you more than you. And that's the thing I want you to understand. No one can validate you more than you validating yourself. So while you may have respect and trust for me because I'm so quote unquote successful in the business world has nothing to do with what you're trying to do and what you're working to accomplish and bring into your life. And that's what I want you to understand. We give our power away so easily. So easily. And it's almost as if there's a survival program running in us that's in us so deep, that's been running in us for so long from a very young age, and we get caught in these traps and we give up our power. Because if you really think about it, from a very young age, we've been taught to seek validation. We've been taught to seek approval because from a very young age, there's very little room for you to fully express yourself. And I'm not talking about everyone, but I am talking about the majority here. From the wound, guess what? Your parents raised you. They told you things. Not to do this, not to do that. And so before you could do anything, you had to seek what? Approval. And now you have the mass majority of the population scared to make a move unless they're validated, scared to make a move unless they get approval. And when that happens, we shut ourselves down and we put ourselves in a box, so to speak, and we cut off ourselves in such a way that we live a life of limitation. We live a life of, we're going to stay right here and not go beyond, not grow, not try to do anything. And that's the problem. We give our power away. And in this last scenario, what's really the issue is attachment. Because of the respect you have for me, because of the fact that we go back so long, you're attached to me in that way. And if I say, I don't know if it's going to work or something to that fact, you take it as a doomsday statement from me to you, and you shut all the way down. We got to keep our power. We have to understand that we came here as very powerful beings. We came here to have dominion over it all, whatever that is. And if we operate with that knowing and we get into that vibration and we don't give up, the sky is the limit. And that's the message that I really want to share with all of you today, is that you're more powerful than you think. And we give our energy away so easily, so quickly, because of this thing called validation. Because we're always looking outside of ourselves for everything. And the real power exists within. And that's where we need to tap into. So when you have those feelings come up, be okay with it, because it presents an opportunity. It presents an opportunity to work through it. It presents an opportunity to surrender and let go. It presents an opportunity to deal with the aspect of yourself that needs a little bit more love, needs a little bit more attention. Because the more that you can love on yourself, the more you can get in tune with yourself, the better your GPS signal is going to be where you're going to go, where you're going. You know, when we want to go from one destination to another, if I wanted to go from Ohio to California, I would put in the coordinates, press go, and just follow the path. Nowhere along the road do I have to call someone and get validation. Am I on the right path? This, that, and the other, because we have that GPS that's taking us there. Well, we have an internal GPS as well. And if we would just tune in, if we would just spend time with it, if we would just spend time with ourselves and get to know ourselves, get to know our higher self, okay? If we would come to if we would come to the understanding that we are great beings and we have so much power within us, we would start to realize that we have a higher quality of life. We would start to experience it. And guess what? The more we experience it, the more we will experience of that in a bigger way. And the more we can be a light and an example to others, and so on and so on. So as I close out, realize your greatness. And the way this usually works is when you get this content, what happens is you're going to watch this video, be like, yeah, Ace, pump me up. I'm ready to go, this, that, and the other. And you're going to be challenged very shortly. And it would be interesting to know, leave some comments if this happens. I don't care if it's 2-3 months from now, whenever we watch this video, when it happens, it would be interesting to understand how you experienced it now with this new information. And I would love to just read a lot of those stories and statements. So just know it's coming, because now that you've been presented, now it's practice time, people. Hey, love and respect, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.